Good afternoon, channel. We're getting straight into this one. We are already over at the workshop. I say workshop, it's like enthusiast garage these days. We got people doing everything at the moment. I'm currently cracking back into the 32. Ben is giving me a hand. We've decided to I have decided that I do not like the tubs in the 32. I think they are butt ugly and there's not much we can do to salvage them. I'm fed up of grinding, etc, etc. I'm just not happy with them, so we are going to hack them out. Benjamin is doing the honors, having a blast, destroying things. But yeah, we're getting rid of them. We're going to do something completely different. I don't know what yet, but we've got some metal over here, so we'll see what we get up to. We got Mikey and Ethan here. Hey! I thought he was what do you call it, polishing L plates earlier, but just because I saw the back of it and it looked like an L plate with no paint on it. A little bit, but I mean, I didn't see the ECU plate. Yeah, so all I saw was like, yeah, a little bit of that. So if you guys don't know, L plates are like the beginner kind of, like a number plate thing you put on your car going, hey, I'm a learner. But yeah, no, they're doing the ECU because you've got your Link ECU that you're currently putting in, and Link don't give you ECU cases, do they?
No, and this thing was ratty as hell, so I'm going to give it a nice clean. And
what colour are you painting it? Are you going to do it like colour match?
I don't know, I'm thinking the purple to match the Link, but you're not going to see it anyway, so I have no idea yet.
We're doing a classic, trying to find the lights, so put as much lighting up as we can. And then we also have Nick in here. You guys may or may not have seen Nick at some of the Japanese meets. Nick is giving me a hand. We're ripping out the carpet in the 32. We finally got out the OEM carpet in here. Sorry, I'll grab my light in a minute and light this up way better for you guys if you like. But we have to pull out the old sound deadening and fluff that's all in here. So it's all pretty gross.
Starting to come together a little bit.
But it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not going to be bothered to dry ice this. But getting enough of it off that we can then lay down some new stuff. And then lay down the blue carpet, which should look really nice and mint. Nice and plush. Other things I'm doing, got to pull the loom out. Still chasing that through the back of the car at the moment because it was under the carpet. Goes up under the parcel rack here. Yeah. Nice.
Feels good.
It feels good to destroy an R chassis.
Just sucks that I've got to put it back together after it. But
at least we're making it easier.
Yeah.
Literally making this way less painful than what it has to be.
As they say, there's no use beating a dead horse.
Yeah. How's the tub replacement going, Benjamin?
Nice. Well, I got to cut it. I was happy with that. Plating it's going to be easy enough.
Yep. Waiting on the new turbos to come in, and then I'll finish off designing this front tub. I'm just reinforcing the rail at the moment. Just replacing the one of these. We're not going to do the classic drift tubs, we're going to do something a little different, so you might have to stay tuned to this one. So I got all my loom in the box. That is everything out of that car, wiring wise. Just been chiseling out all the sound deadening out of it and vacuuming the interior. It's still a bit gross. I'm not going to go to the extent of dry icing this and cleaning it right up because I'm not respraying the interior like a lot of people do when they do this. I'm just going to clean up most of this, pull as much out as I can, and then relay down some new stuff, and then get the new carpet in. But I'm going to have to probably play around with the old carpet to template up all the holes, because all these holes, when you buy new carpets off these guys, they don't put the holes in for the seats and for the handbrake and the dash supports and everything. So I'm gonna have to go through and mix and match with my old one versus my new one, and go cut those holes in the carpets and line them up and probably do a couple of test fits, try and get that correct. And my handbrake is not straight too. I was surprised to see that. The handbrake's actually on a pretty big angle, facing towards the driver, so I don't know if I've bent the hell out of the handbrake support, or if the bracket is meant to be on that angle. I have ripped one of these out before in my 180. I tore all the bracketing out of this because I was pulling on the handbrake so hard because the cable just would not work, and I was just swinging on the bloody thing, and yeah, I tore it all out of the chassis and I had to weld in a new one. That was good fun.
Touch. Pour that out. There we go. Instead of having to rebuild the thing.
What are we doing?
Hello.
Hi.
This is for the shift arm.
Oh yes.
and the current dilemma is it's where the bolt comes through to, I guess, support it is probably 1/2 centimeter too far back now. So this has to be brought out a touch, and then we're going to adjust the plate so it can slide a bit more.
Sweet. All things considered, doing a conversion, that's not a big deal.
That's pretty easy in comparison to the rest.
Yeah.
But it's just finicky. It's either I've got to do this way or that way, and this way will work or that way won't, and it's 50-50. I have no idea if it'll work or not.
Just don't overthink it, you'll be right.
Yeah.
So Nick owns a 370 that you see out the back here. It's really nice. He wants us to put a turbo on it probably by the end of the year for him, so don't know if that'll happen, but that'll be pretty cool. Damn, the moon's out. Left-handed, left-footed, right-footed. Oh yeah. I'm gonna try this first. Try not to kick it into the cameraman. No, we still got a little bit on the side there.
You come from the inside here. Yeah. Just heel kick, mate. Yeah, come from the inside, stand in the engine bay.
Let's yeet it. There we go, it's out. Watch out.
It's your wheel. It's just easy to get the grinder out.
It's too lucky.
Oh, you're on the ground, so you're not going to get too far with that, eh?
Hang on, don't you get my hands over and it's
I'm
all
only trying
sharp
to
and
keep
shit.
the I might need a file. There you go.
Mission accomplished. Oh, yeah.
Now I just need a sequel. You see my tires, Nick? Check this out. I've got my own like chicken leg chicken strips. I usually get them on bikes, not cars. Oh yeah, that was where they're going. Same deal. Still got some tread left here and here, so it's still
Heaps
technically
of
legal.
tread, mate. Don't even worry about it.
Kinda not legal.
Just run them wide enough that cops can't put their hands in.
I can't flip them over now because it's just too obvious that they'll be bald as hell. I have to tidy it up. Have a nice looking 32 bay. It doesn't look like a bag of genitals. I can't say the D word because
Just beep it out. I think it's implied.
already looking way better.
Look at all that room.
I think I fit a person in it.
Yes.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna cut the hell out of myself doing it. Let's try.
You didn't cut yourself before.
Yeah, okay. Look, that's exactly why I'm gonna do it now because I just jinxed myself. I'm gonna razor my legs off.
You're like a cat. If it fits, it sits.
Nap time on the... Oh, man, that eyeball.
Should I steer the wheel and see if we can guillotine it? Car's on
Oh,
if I put the car on its tippy toes.
We're gonna go to the front. I want to see my length of me versus my car.
I don't know.
Are you bringing planking back?
Sorry?
Are you bringing planking back?
Bring planking back.
Inverse planking on your back, yeah.
Yeah, I'm bringing planking with razors.
Alright,
to
now a
the
little off
shoulder
the top.
blades.
A little off the top of Nick as
I
well.
wonder
Yeah,
if
fuck
I can.
both, mate.
I, don't,
Plummets to the ground.
I can try and plank off it, but I mean, there's no structural
You got
support
one
to it
advantage is
anymore.
it takes a long time for me to fall over.
What do you reckon? Plank?
And get out of the road so I can cut before the neighbours get pissed off.
Screw the neighbours.
Then you can plank as much as you want after 9 PM.
Well, I'm gonna die. Oh yeah. No! That's gonna get weird. Are we having fun?
Yes. Excellent. We have a shifter. Now it's just this thing. Onwards. The next step.
Have fun. We've got blue carpet currently sitting in there. Because it's already dark, I've got to cut out all the holes for the handbrake and the center console and stuff. I don't want to do that in the middle of the night because I don't want to screw it up. So I'm going to wait for daytime to do that. Buy some more primer tomorrow and probably some more metal material to make the other side, but I need to design how I want to do this. I don't want to do a wheel tub that'll be, you know, up here and across or square or, you know, really big, only to find that it's not going to fit the hot side that I have planned. So we might have to wait out until Monday, which is not tomorrow but the next day, for the turbos to rock up before we finalize this design. But progress is progress. Alright, so just got home. It's early morning. We had like maybe 2 or 3 hours sleep in the car, and I have decided to try to design up, I'm just doing it now, what colour scheme I want to do for the engine bay. So I've just drawn a bunch of off by memory what I kind of think JZs look like. Just not paying any attention, not using any references or anything, just to give me an idea of what things are going to look like and what colour schemes I can use in the bay and the motor, and what colour I want to do my valve covers, whether I want to do a hydro dip HKS pattern or paint them teal, paint them purple, leave them silver, etc, etc. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. So got my colours out, found my HKS colours, got my coffee, got my reliable Copics. These are great. And just going to do this up really quickly and kind of just show you guys progress, and let me know which one you guys think would look best colour scheme wise for the 32. And then I have to somehow design up what I want the tubs to look like, which is another reason I'm doing this. I'm a very visual person. I like seeing what I'm doing before I do it. And despite being an artist, I can't see things in my head. Like, my hand is on autopilot when I draw and when I create things. I don't like visually think or see in my head what I'm drawing when I draw it. It just kind of happens. So this is a good way for me to kind of get a grasp of what I'm doing as well. Alright, so we have a basic layout of the colour scheme of what the motor will currently look like as is, without the timing cover or the valve covers painted or the engine bay painted. So this is what I'm kind of working with. Now the turbos, I'm not entirely sure if I'll get them powder coated like purple or something. Benjamin, which one do you like?
It's harder the more I look at it, because I thought
Welcome to my world!
I kind of like these 3, but I started with liking this one, and then I was liking these ones, and then I was liking these ones, and now I'm liking these ones, and then I'm liking all 5 of these ones. But then you haven't finished this one, so I'm probably going to like that one too.
So we've got our OEM Plus at the top here. Nice simple purple bay with a teal, a couple of accents as well as the purple accents, and then we've got full-blown HKS hydro dipped with the teal bay. Then we've got a nice pink and black, just trying to keep it simple, but maybe have a very bright, you know, anodized purpley pink kind of motor with a lot of silver, maybe a couple of tiny accents of the teal. This one, we'll get back to that one. This one will be probably the most normal. This is probably, if anybody else was doing this, this is probably what it would look like. I'm assuming it would just be the same color bay as the car with a couple of purpley anodized accents and the OEM, you know, shiny and say standard looking turbos, standard valve covers, probably not even with that pink runner, to be honest. So that would just be your most basic. This one is full blown, get the airbrush out, go ham on the engine bay and do my own full custom confetti style HKS engine bay, and then just do the bay bright anodized purple and crazy bright colors and powder coatings and all that kind of stuff. Okay, this one here, this would be a light colored bay, like a machine grey, kind of like a Gundam. So we ended up coming back after about an hour, watched the sunrise, went out, had some breakfast, had a bit of a break for an hour or two, and then came back to the workshop to work in the daytime. But by the time we eventually did get here, we kind of lost, what do you call it?
Motivation?
No, not the motivation, the wind. Whatever the second wind is, when you get really tired, then you get not tired again, so. Yeah, we had it for a while. We had it for a little bit. And then, yeah, we lost it again, so. Ended up rocking up. We were gonna try and design some of these tubs, but we don't have the metal, and being Sunday, no one's open, and this is all we've got, so we've only got enough to do like one side, and I didn't want to start one without starting the other and using 2 different materials, so I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, go out, get some metal, and we have designed something quite nice that'll fit in here. I had to dial it back, I got a little too creative here for a little bit here, and then Benjamin's trying to drag me back to reality, like, you'll never get it done if you do that idea. So looks like I'm not going to build a Kyoto diorama in my wheel tub, but it'll happen. I'll do it with something else. I did grind these down and kind of prep them and do some etch primer and some primer filler just to kind of play around with them next time. I ground down the welds here just a little bit, but they're on the outside, so it's not a big deal. And I sanded down and ground down some of the edges here, so they can sit for a while now. And then we'll get back and continue on with this. There are two there that I'm kind of leaning or heavily inclined towards, so we'll see which one of them comes to fruition. I'm not sure which yet. I like all of them, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes once we got these tubs in and what design might suit those tubs the best. And the new hot side I have bought is rocking up hopefully tomorrow by courier. So we should have the hot side set up and be able to put the motor in, make the mounts, and see exactly where everything's going to sit and what kind of clearances we have. I don't know if a twin turbo setup is going to work in a 32. In the past, I don't think it has been possible with a 1J. I think it's quite cramped, mainly because you've got all your boosters and stuff on the side and your masters. RB26, different story, turbos on the other side, so it's not much of a drama. But yeah, 1J, a little difficult with the steering column, so hoping I won't have to modify the new hot side coming in because it's kind of really cool and I don't want to have to hack it up. But if we can make it work, it will be sick. You'll just have to wait and watch the next vlog incoming, where no doubt I will be showing you guys the new hot side for the R32 and the JZ conversion. How you going with your lawnmower, Benjamin?
Check out my big red Cox.
Cox?
It's old and it's dirty. She'll get the job done.
It's pretty ugly. Are they all that way?
Most Cox are.
He's talking about the lawnmower, guys. COX. Yeah, you got some leakage going on there.
Cleaning my carburetor beneath seals.
Looks like it.
She old.
It does look like it got made out of someone's lunchbox.
Never boosted, slight noise.
Can we put a turbo on this?
Yes.
Just do like.
Let's put it on the exhaust so it just spins the intake off the exhaust just so you see it spin.
We just keep snapping chain drives, if that's the case. We wouldn't get anywhere. Alright, we've been up for several days, so it's probably best we call it and head home. So, thank you guys very, very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed the vlog as usual, and I'll catch you in the next one.